My name is Yu, but I go for my nickname Fish, and I am a content creator, influencer, blogger, all the above in New York City. My Chinese name, Yu, has the same pronunciation as the word fish in Chinese. When I came to US, all Chinese students, we usually come up with English names because it's just easier for people to call us, to communicate. This name has some sort of a connection to me because the same pronunciation, so yeah, that's how I'm Fish. Hanfu is kind of like the very general term that says traditional Chinese outfits, because Han is within the umbrella of Chinese people. We have different ethnic groups, and then Han is the biggest one, and Fu means clothing. So Hanfu is in a way like the most generic term when people describe like traditional Chinese clothing. Within that, obviously there's like different dynasty, different eras, and now even in China, there's so many more designers who create the kind of like neo-classic type of fashion, which is like something traditional but also blended with everyday modern look. Yeah, and I love that. The green top is definitely something that I would just wear on a daily basis. For me, that's like my definition of neo-classic Chinese fashion. You take something that's like inspired by traditional cut, traditional style, and then you throw something that's modern, like versatile, like just a pair of pants. And then for the cape, I see that as like a more statement piece, something that I would wear for like certain occasions because it is longer, it is heavier, mobility-wise. It's like it's a lot. When I put on something Chinese and something traditional, it like wakes up my different personality, which I just becomes more like demure, Yeah, versus like my everyday New York City girl. So I think I went on this journey of truly looking for and finding who I am. I remember that 10 years ago when I first came to the US for college, I really wanted to like fit in. I felt like I was just myself, and there is this whole society that I'm trying to fit in. Therefore, it really impacted how I choose fashion, because you want to look at what other American young people are wearing. Therefore, that's kind of like the trend. Especially last year when I went back home to China for 3 months, I really like traveled around, and I see nowadays people go to work and then they wear something that's like traditional Chinese. You see that like inspiration. That trip to me was just like such a deep connection back to my cultural roots. And I came back to the US, to New York City, feeling like I am so proud of my culture. And because I had that connection, now when I'm walking on the street, I'm wearing something that's me, I'm just feeling so proud of like showing it to people. I know that I've always loved traditional Chinese culture, the literature, the poetry, everything. And now it just feels like a full circle of me trying to explore who I am, and then really going back to the core of, oh, that's what I've always loved. Thanks to all the support I get from, social media, that just makes me feel like, oh, this is the right path for me.